today I'm gonna read a plog called Unconscious Zombies. This world is full of unconscious zombies who keep on screaming ouch after they hit stones and walls continuously in their unrestrained unconsciousness. Put their hand in fire time after time and forget that it burns from the last time. To get conscious is a choice, and not many seem interested, as they have no shame about being unconscious. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely powerful. That makes so much sense. Yeah, like society really does seem like, well, yeah, it really is like filled with a whole bunch of unconscious zombies that seem like that seem to not learn from their mistakes. Like I like how P gives this example of, putting the hand in the fire. Like if you put your hand in the fire and if it burns, then you would, like, naturally you're supposed to like say, well, okay, I'm not going to do that again, or I'm not going to put my hand in the fire again. And then but like how P points out, like, beings are very unnatural, and like it's like the fire can be replaced with a lot of things. Like the fire can be replaced with like drugs, or it can be replaced by like simple things, as in like eating meat and things like that. Just like just beings just really like suckers for pain, because like, yeah, and it's insane that beings like all over the world are just like they use this word like I'm awake, or I'm woke, and like, and these same beings, like the same beings that are saying that they're awake or that they're conscious, like at the same time they're sitting up there smoking cigarettes or smoking weed, or doing all these harmful things to their body, which basically just shows that they're not conscious and they're not who they say they are. And the crazy thing is that, other beings follow them, like, and those beings actually don't feel shame, or they don't feel any, like they don't feel any shame that they're smoking cigarettes, or they're drinking alcohol, or they're drinking 6 cups of coffee a day. And yeah, and it's crazy that the beings, other beings follow them, and those other beings don't point out that, you know that those things are not good for you. And that just shows that, the beings that are claiming to be conscious are not conscious, and the beings that are following them, who also claim that they're conscious, are not conscious at either. And once beings come across P, they see that he's like the most conscious being that, like, they would ever come across, because he's very very conscious about like what he puts in his body, what he listens to, what he surrounds himself with. Like he's always surrounding himself with like fractal things. He's always surrounding himself with nature, and natural things. And like everything that P does, like he does very consciously, and he's very switched on. And any being that just observes him just a little bit would actually see that he actually, he practices what he preaches. And that's actually like a really admirable thing, because there are beings that claim to be conscious, and they just do the complete opposite. And it's like P said, like they're really just unconscious zombies that, if you're like a zombie, then you're like a lifeless object that just, like how, like in the movies, like how the zombies, they don't feel anything. Like if you cut off an arm, they don't feel anything because they're basically dead. They're dead beings basically. And yeah, like I like how P just, like, he's like the most alive being that you would ever come across. And any being that actually comes across him, comes across P and puts their ego aside and actually wants to learn from him actually becomes more alive, because beings claim that they're alive and they're living their life, but actually they're really not alive. Like they're lots of beings are eating foods that are not beings are eating meat, which is basically a dead being. So like it's crazy like how they claim to be so-called alive, but they're eating dead matter, which is pretty gross if you think about it. And yeah, like beings just admit that that they don't know anything, and that they need help, and that they're not as conscious as they claim that they are, and like P said, have 100% shame, like because you have to have 100% shame to actually be honest with yourself and say that I'm not conscious and I need to find someone who is conscious. And when you come across P, when you come across P and you read his P logs, and you observe like his films, and his interviews, you can actually learn how to become more conscious. And like the more conscious you are, the less hells that you experience. So yeah.